Imagine looking up. Instead of just the blue sky, a giant ring circles the Earth. It's like Saturn, but right here. Imagine the awe and wonder of seeing such a sight every day. This ring, made of ice and rock, would be huge and bright. It would stretch across the sky, a constant reminder of the beauty and mystery of our universe. During the day, the ring would be a bright streak across the sky. It would be visible from almost anywhere on Earth, a celestial phenomenon that would become a part of our daily lives. It would cast shadows, sometimes making the ground much darker. These shadows would move and change throughout the day, creating a dynamic and ever-changing landscape. Imagine the sun hiding behind the ring, creating a partial eclipse in the middle of the day. This would be a spectacular sight, a reminder of the power and majesty of our solar system. The ring wouldn't be the same brightness everywhere. Its appearance would change depending on where you are and the time of day. Some parts would be thicker, some thinner. This variation would add to the ring's beauty and complexity, making it a fascinating subject for study and observation. This would make the light from the sun change in interesting ways. The interplay of light and shadow would create stunning visual effects, transforming our perception of the sky. Think about how the light changes during a sunset, but all day long. The ring would add a new dimension to our experience of daylight, making every moment unique and beautiful. As the Earth spins, the position of the sun in the sky changes. This daily rotation creates the familiar cycle of day and night that we experience. But imagine if Earth had a ring system like Saturn. The presence of such rings would add a whole new dynamic to our planet's relationship with the sun. With a ring, the shadows would move too. These shadows would not just be ordinary ones cast by clouds or mountains, but massive, sweeping shadows created by the rings themselves. Sometimes the shadow of the ring would fall on one part of the Earth, sometimes on another. This shifting shadow would create a unique pattern of light and dark across the planet's surface. This would make a big difference in how much sunlight different places get. Regions under the ring's shadow would receive less sunlight, affecting everything from temperature to plant growth. Some places might be much colder because they are in the ring's shadow for longer. This prolonged shadow could lead to significant drops in temperature, especially in regions already prone to cold weather. The weather patterns we're used to would be totally different. The presence of the ring would disrupt the usual flow of atmospheric currents, leading to new and unpredictable weather phenomena. Imagine a world where some places have very short days because the ring blocks the sun. These shortened days would impact everything from daily activities to the natural rhythms of wildlife. It would be a strange and wonderful sight to see the sun rise and set through the gaps in the ring. The interplay of light and shadow would create breathtaking vistas, unlike anything we see today. At night, the ring wouldn't disappear. Instead, it would take on a new, ethereal glow. Instead of being lit by the sun, it would reflect the light from the moon, creating a soft, silvery luminescence. This means the night sky would be much brighter, almost as if it were twilight all night long. The stars would be harder to see with so much light coming from the ring, their twinkling obscured by the ring's glow. But imagine the full moon shining through the ring. The interplay of light would create a mesmerizing spectacle. It would be a breathtaking sight, a celestial dance of light and shadow. The ring would glow, casting eerie shadows on the earth below, creating an otherworldly landscape. The moon, normally so bright, would look different, its familiar face altered by the ring's presence. Think about how the moon creates tides, pulling the oceans towards it. A giant ring would also have gravity, adding its own pull to the mix. This means the tides would be much more extreme, with higher highs and lower lows. The oceans would be pulled by both the moon and the ring, creating a dynamic and ever-changing seascape. Having rings around Earth sounds cool, right? But it would also be a big challenge. Space travel would be much harder. Rockets would have to navigate through the rings, which could be dangerous. And here's the thing. Earth probably couldn't hold on to a ring for very long. Our gravity is strong, but the moon's gravity is also pulling on us. This pull would make the ring unstable. It would eventually break apart. So, is Earth better without rings? Maybe. We have a beautiful planet with just the right conditions for life. But imagining what it would be like with rings helps us appreciate the wonders of the universe even more, don't you think?